Well, hello, it's me again, and I am just Jay Guy as ever. I have with me my daughter, Makenzie. Kens, get away from the camera, please. And my friend, Pandy, right here. And I like that name, Pandy. I have a sister named Andy. I like to eat candy. That man dresses like a dandy. In the musical Grease, Danny Zuko's girlfriend was named Sandy. Okay, so anyhow, I'd like to tell you about an experience I recently had. I was listening to NPR, one of my favorite radio shows, This American Life with Ira Glass. And what the hell are you doing? So, anyhow, they were talking about some elementary school class and some character named Bob's sister. And I didn't know exactly what Bob's sister was. I got the idea that maybe it was a children's book. And I thought that was very neat and creative, so I Googled Bob's sister. Oh, big mistake. Bad, bad, bad. All this stuff came up. Boob's sister. All these, XXX, porn sites. And oh, I didn't click on any of them. I want you to know that. Because that porn is bad news. And it's poison, man. I mean, it'll put a bunch of viruses on your computer. Now, I'm not going to be all sanctimonious and say that I have never in my life looked at porn, but it's not something I do now. I want you to know that. So, anyhow, I would like to read to you a poem by a poet named Gary Snyder. He was born in San Francisco in 1930, and should we put the lights on, Kens?
No.
Okay. So anyway, born in San Francisco, 1930, his family was very impoverished. I mean, this was the Depression. They lived in Kings County, Washington State, and in Portland, Oregon during his childhood. He graduated from Reed College in 1951. It was a small liberal arts school. Got his degree in anthropology and literature. Went there on a scholarship. That's how he got to school. And he became part of the Beat Generation poets. He was part of the San Francisco Renaissance that started in 1955. And along with being a poet, Snyder became known as a Zen Buddhist and an avid environmental activist. The poet Lawrence Ferlinghetti, who started the legendary independent bookstore City Lights in San Francisco, called Snyder the Thoreau of the Beat Generation. So, okay, I'm gonna read this poem here. Hey for the, oh shit. Before I read this, I want to show you this picture of me that my daughter Kenzie drew. Can you see that? Yeah. There it is. And she's always drawing cats too. Kenzie wants to get a cat. She loves kitty cats. So, anyhow, I'm going to read this. Hay for the Horses by Gary Snyder. Oh, 91 years old, still alive. That's pretty damn cool. Okay.
Who would want to be around for 91 years?
Lots of people, Kens.
That's a lot of time to do stuff.
That's a lot of time. Isn't it nice to have all that time in your life to do things?
Not if you're 91, your body's going to be falling apart.
I think that there are some YouTube videos of him reading in colleges that were taken very recently. And hey, there's Clint Eastwood. I so want to see that movie, Cry Macho. Anyhow, Hay for the Horses by Gary Snyder. And you can really hear the influence of William Carlos Williams in the plain spoken language of this poem. So, anyhow, he had driven half the night from far down San Joaquin through Mariposa, up the dangerous mountain roads, and pulled in at 8 a.m. with his big truckload of hay behind the barn. With winch and ropes and hooks, we stacked the bales up clean to splintery redwood rafters, high in the dark flecks of alfalfa, whirling through the shingle cracks of light, itch of hay dust in the sweaty shirt and shoes. At lunchtime, under black oak, out in the hop corral, the old mare nosing lunch pails, grasshoppers crackling in the weeds. I'm 68, he said. I first bucked hay when I was 17. I thought that day I started I sure would hate to do this all my life. And damn it, that's just what I've gone and done. That was Hay for the Horses by Gary Snyder. And I just better sign off for now. I just want to tell you, it is always a thrill to see you. As always, I am Jay Guy, and I just want to say, whatever you're doing today, kayaking, fishing, watching football, watching Kens, just have fun.
I haven't ever done any of those things.
You've been kayaking, Kens.
No.
And you have been fishing.
No.
And I just want to say, remember what my old friend Glenn Fry said, take it easy.